Hey, what's up, fam? It's your girl, Dr. Tawana Worlds, coming back through here again to add another layer on this whole Buffalo shooter massacre that took place about a week and a half ago. I am going to come back and give some updates and some insight on the Texas shooting massacre that just took place 2 to 3 days ago. Nevertheless, I want to come by and add another piece to this puzzle. I told you guys last week that it was very disturbing about this whole entire shooting, how they picked the location, etc., etc. Now, today, I'm going to share some information about the security guard that was inside of that top supermarket where 10, well, they say 13 was shot, but they're only reporting that 10 black people was gunned down in the store. So without further ado, I don't have a whole bunch of time. I want to get your intake or output or opinion, respectfully, that is, on this information I'm getting ready to share with you. If you are just seeing my page for the first time, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Helps me beat the algorithms. Help me keep pushing out this good old truth. That's what I am going to do. And, it gives us a way to connect with one another. So without further ado, I want to first announce that the gentleman or the security guard, ex-police officer, Aaron Salter Jr. was the man that was gunned down along with the 9 other victims inside of the Tops supermarket. However, I want to say today that I don't believe the other 9 that the news is reporting are the other 12 that is really not being reported was the intended targets. I really believe that Aaron Salter Jr. was the intended target. And I'm just going to share some information about who he is and some other similar cases that happen to happen or happen to experience what Aaron Salter Jr. experienced at that top supermarket. Okay, so I'm going to turn my camera around really quick. All right, so if you don't know, well, let me jump over here first. We'll come back to that, okay? I'll come back to that. I need to go over here real quick. And if you don't get out my way, I'm hitting the wrong button, y'all. My apologies. I got a lot of information in the chamber, okay? But I want y'all to see this right here first. Now, the former cop killed in the Buffalo mass shooting was working on inventing a water-based car. He had a YouTube channel that he dedicated to it. I am going to share that video or share a little bit of that video if I can, if I have enough time. But this is the gentleman, Aaron Salter Jr., that was killed in Buffalo, New York at the Tops supermarket. Now I'm going to jump over here. Now you see it says he was working on inventing a water-based car. He had invented a water-based car. And this interview or this video is taken from when the people who was coming out for the patent was actually seeing if this was legit. If he really invented a car that was fueled by water. Now, I want to jump over here, back over here. This is the first article that you saw when I turned my camera around. The mysterious death of Stanley Meyer and his, what do they have in common? Water-powered car. Now, this gentleman went out, for time's sake, I don't have a whole lot of time to get into the story, but this is who he is. They kept coming, after they found out that he created this water-powered car, they kept coming asking for the patent. He refused, kept coming asking to see. He refused. We won't touch the black box if you just allow us to see that it is, powered by water. He refused. He kept everything very secret until he was able to, I guess, get it patent or whatever the case may be. However, he went to dinner. The waitress asked what would he like for his beverage. He chose cranberry juice. After taking one sip of his cranberry juice, he got up, ran outside of the restaurant, clenching his throat because he couldn't breathe, and vomiting uncontrollably. And his last words was, "They got me. They poisoned me." What do these two men have in common? One, for sure, they was going to put the oil company out of business. Two, they were going to create vehicles that ran off of water, something that's a commodity for all of us, free, which means he would have been tapping in the pockets of some big people. Now let's jump back over here to Aaron Salter. What do these two have in common? He also created a water-based car using his car. He was a scientist, and he was using his car as the first example and waiting on the people to come out and get the patent so that he could go big with it. That's what those two have in common. Now, I want to also show you something else. Let me go back real quick, and then I'm going to leave you guys with what are your thoughts about this? One second. Just scroll up here real quick. And this is the video. I want to just share maybe about 1 minute
Hi,
or two.
everyone.
of
Mark
it.
Barden here
Okay,
at Sandy Hook Promise. On December 14th, 2012,
Can we please skip this?
my 7-year-old son Daniel was shot to death in his first grade classroom at Sandy Hook Elementary School. The shooter shot and killed 26 individuals.
Okay. Let me see all of this. You got your here, just step back here. You got your hydrogen for your electrolysis. You got your batteries.
I'm going to just fast forward it a little bit. You guys can look it up. It is on YouTube.
See how long here. And then we're going to go to the front and we're going to switch the gas, hydrogen gas on and the regular fuel off. Okay.
So this is his vehicle. And they're coming out to see if it really is real, right? And that's pretty much what the video is all about. So I want to jump over here really quickly and show you one more thing, and then I will let you guys go. This gentleman right here. Butso. I hope I'm saying that the right way. I'm so very sorry if I'm butchering it. Butso. He is a inventor also of a, it doesn't run on gasoline. It doesn't run on fumes. He created a vehicle that it's not water-based, but it does not run on gas or oil or anything of that sort. He also created a self-power generator, and he also created a television that does not need a power cord, so a powerless TV. He has been poisoned and hospitalized. He has been crying out, asking for prayers because they are trying to kill him because of his inventions. Says right there, this is the third attempt on the life of Butso, the first Zimbabwean to design and make a hybrid engine-powered helicopter, an electric car, a magnetic converter, a green power generator, and a drone through his company, Safe Technologies. Let's pray for Mr. Maxwell Sangulani Chikambutso, who is fighting to regain his health after being poisoned, read a company statement on Facebook. Poison. They have tried to kill this man 10 times. Now, I want to know y'all comments and y'all thoughts, because if you thinking along the lines that I'm thinking, now it makes sense why that Tops was targeted. It makes sense why that shooter went into that store, and it makes even more sense why Aaron Salter Jr. is dead. All right, y'all. I'm waiting to hear y'all sound off in the comments, respectfully, that is. I want to know your thoughts. And stay tuned for the Texas shooting massacre that I will be uploading, because there is some information and evidence that we the people all need to see, because now a narrative is being pushed. All of a sudden, the same day, a narrative is being pushed. This is the second Black and brown shooting within 2 weeks span of each other. We ain't mad enough. All right, Dr. Tawana World's over and out.